Good afternoon and welcome to Donkey Studios again. Thank you for joining us for the second Bottoms Down live stream class. I'm Nerdy Mickey, and we'll be doing my best to moderate the live stream class and Q&A session. This Q&A session today. This class will be all seated, as you saw, and you will need a sturdy chair. That's all you need. Once again, please bear with us. We're still learning how everything works as a live streaming effort. We can record stuff and edit stuff, but this live stuff is new to us. So we're learning as well as everybody else is. So our first session went well, so let's see if we can keep it up. And without further delay, assuming that I can get all the buttons hit properly, let's get started.
All right. So again, thank you for joining. We really do appreciate it. And I'm Carol. So I think some of you know me already. Many of you know me already. And I'm going to be leading our class today. All right. So let's go ahead and move way forward in our chair. We're going to let our hands rest lightly on our thighs. We'll flip our palms up towards the ceiling. So go ahead and lift your heart, but pull your shoulders down out of the ears. Close your eyes. And let's just breathe our natural breath. So we're not changing the breath. We're just noticing the breath. Let's go ahead and elongate that breath. So we're going to inhale a little more deeply and exhale a little more completely. And breathe normally. Let's go ahead and move that breath down into the diaphragm, that belly breath. As we inhale, the belly extends. We are filling our lungs from the bottom up. And as we exhale, actively pull the belly button in towards the spine as we push the air up and out of the lungs. Go ahead and do that a few more times. And breathe normally. And let's just do that one more time. See if you can make the exhalation a little longer than the inhalation. Go ahead at your own pace. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart and set your intentions for today's practice, focusing on what you want to accomplish. We have one more breath. All right, bring your hands back down to your thighs and open your eyes. We're going to drop our right ear towards our right shoulder. Just feel that little neck stretch there. And then let's drop our chin down towards our chest. We're going to drop our left ear towards our left shoulder. And then we'll do chin to chest. Go ahead and look to the front of the room. And let's look out towards the to the right. And then we're going to look center. And then let's look to the left. And look center. We're going to drop our arms down by our side and just shrug our shoulders. So we're just shrugging them up into the ears, and then we're going to let them drop. I know I'm always saying pull the shoulders out of the ears, but for this one, we're going to shrug our shoulders up into our ears, and we're going to let them drop. And let's do that one more time. It's a shoulder shrug with a drop, and then let's roll those shoulders. And reverse it. Nice. All right, so our hands are down by our side, and we're going to make a light fist, and we're just going to rotate those fists in towards our chair. And then let's rotate those fists out away from our chair. And we're going to do that again. Rotate those wrists in towards the chair, and then out away from the chair. One more time, just a little rotation for those wrists to feel good, and rotate out. And release. We're going to move into a cow pose. So we're going to bring our hands back by our chair down low. Lift your heart and squeeze those shoulder blades behind. A little lift of the chin will give you a nice open heart. There's our cow pose. Let's round into cat pose, hands on thighs, elbows wide. Tuck those chins and let that head fall. Let's do that again. Cow pose, hands to the back of the chair. Lift the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades behind. Round down into cat pose. And we're going to do that one more time. Lifting up into cow pose and rounding down into cat pose. Let's hold our cat pose for just a few more breaths here, just breathing naturally. One more breath, and let's go ahead and come back into a seated position. We're going to move into mountain pose. Bring those arms down by the side, palms facing forward, fingertips pressing down towards that floor. Heart is lifted. Very extended spine here. We'll come to our goalpost arms as we squeeze our shoulder blades back behind us. And let's go ahead and extend our mountain up to the ceiling. Shoulders stay down as our fingertips try to touch the ceiling. We're going to bring one hand to the chair as we lift that other hand up to the ceiling. And then we're just going to lean that mountain, pressing that left hip down, hand to the ceiling as we rotate and look up. And let's do that again. It's a leaning mountain. Hand to the ceiling, we'll rotate and look up, and we're going to lean our mountain one more time. With that rotation, looking up, and we'll bring that hand down to our lap. Let's do the same thing for the other side. We'll start in our mountain pose, spreading those fingers wide. Heart is lifted, shoulders are down. Goalpost arms, we'll squeeze our shoulder blades back behind us. And then we're going to extend our mountain, fingertips up, but shoulders stay down. Other hand to the chair, opposite arm extends up, stretch it up, and then lean that mountain. Feel that sideways stretching. Hand to the ceiling, that's a rotation, look up. We'll lean our mountain again. Hand to the ceiling, rotate up. As you lean that mountain, opposite hip stays down on that chair. Hand to the ceiling, rotate and look up, and we'll bring our hands down. We're going to move into a gentle twist. Our right hand is going to come to the outside of the left leg. Our other hand is going to go to the chair. We'll extend our spine long, pull that shoulder back, and rotate, looking over the back of that shoulder. And let's release that and face forward, and we'll do the other side. This hand is going to go to the outside of the leg, other hand to the chair. We'll extend that spine, pull that shoulder back, and rotate. And face forward. I'm going to do that one more time. All right, here we go. Hand on the outside of the thigh, other hand to the chair. Extend the spine. Don't leave that part out, right? Shoulder pulls back, and we just do a little rotation. And we're going to face forward, and let's do the other side one more time. Hand on the outside of that leg, other hand to the chair. Extend the spine, pull the shoulder back, and rotate. And just breathe here. And release. All right, nicely done. So that's our kind of our warm up, right? Okay, so we're going to move into a revolved crescent lunge pose. And we're going to be building into this pose. So as I've always said in my classes, we're going to start with a version, and then we're going to add a couple of different versions. And if you don't want to do the add-ons, you know to just keep doing the previous version. So the first thing we're going to do is take our right knee and open it, and then our left knee is going to open it and join it. So now both knees are facing the side, right? Take a little bit of space between those hips. So you want those legs to be in that hip distance apart. So you get a little bit of space between those legs. All right. Now we're going to take our arms up to the ceiling. I will tell you, if you have shoulders that bother you and you want to keep those elbows bent, you can do the entire series with bent elbows, and that's going to take the pressure off of those shoulders. But if you're with me and you've got healthy shoulders, up we go. Here we go. We're going to start with this left hand, this outside hand, and you're going to windmill around and face me. Now, those knees are going to stay forward and your hips are going to stay on the chair, and don't rotate the hips or the knees. The rotation is happening right at the ribs. Now, what I'd like for you to try to do is this back hand. We're going to bring it down. We're going to full rotation of that shoulder joint, right? And bring those arms back up to the ceiling. Now what's going to happen is we're going to start with that right hand, and we're going to windmill around to face over the back of our chair. Then we're going to bring both hands back up to the ceiling. We'll come to our goalpost arms, squeeze your shoulder blades behind you, lift your chin. We're going to extend those arms up to the ceiling. Now, for this first one, if you would, bring your elbows in, and we're going to hinge over our front legs. with bent elbows to start with, okay? And then we're going to bring those arms back up and we'll bring the hands down and let's face forward. So keeping the elbows bent as we leaned over, that just lessens that lever length. We're going to do it again on the other side and we're going to go ahead and bring those arms out if that feels okay. Here we go. Knee opens, other knee meets it. So now we're facing the other direction. Make sure you've got a little bit of distance between those legs. Arms to the ceiling. Start with that right hand, windmill to face me. We're going to bring that hand down and around and up we go. Windmill around to face the back of your chair. Hands to the ceiling. Goalpost arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind. Lift your chin. Hands to the ceiling. And remember the modification. Bend at the elbows if you want. Otherwise, hinge out over those legs. Feel that back working. Belly tight. Lift those arms back up to the ceiling. Bring your hands down and face forward. Okay. How did that feel? So we're going to do that again. We're going to add on a little change in our legs. Okay. The arms are going to be doing the same thing, but we're going to change that leg position. So that right knee is going to open. This left knee is going to drop down. And I'm going to push that foot back behind. So this is our crescent lunge, a full version of our crescent lunge, right? Think about back of the kneecap pressing a little bit up to the ceiling if that feels okay. You don't have to do that. You can let that knee drop straight down if that feels better. Or you can engage that a little bit more. Arms to the ceiling. Do remember what we're going to do? We're going to windmill, right? Start with that left arm. Windmill around to face me. See if you can get your arms parallel to the floor. All right, ready? Down and around and up we go. Windmill around to face the back of your chair. Do you feel your sideways working here? Hands to the ceiling. We're going to do those goalpost arms. We'll squeeze our shoulder blades behind and lift our chin. Hands back to the ceiling. Bend the elbows if you wish. Otherwise, out we go. Do you feel your front glute? I do. Hands to the ceiling. We're going to do that again. Windmill and face me. Down and around and up we go. Windmill and face away from your chair. Up we go. Goalpost arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind. Lift that chin. Hands to the ceiling. Lean out over that front leg. Hands to the ceiling. Bring the hands down to the chair and face forward. How did that feel? Everybody good? Okay, we're going to do the other side. Here we go. Knee opens. This knee drops. Remember, straight down is fine, or push your foot back if you want. Oh, feel that for just a moment. Feel that stretch. Okay, are we ready to add the arms? Arms up to the ceiling. Starting with that right hand, windmill around to face me. Try to get those arms parallel to the floor. Down and around and up we go. Windmill around and face the back of your chair. Hands to the ceiling, goalpost arms, squeeze your shoulder blades, lift your chin. Hands to the ceiling, lean out over that leg. Up we go. One more time, windmill to face me. Down, around, and up we go. Windmill to face over the back of your chair. Hands to the ceiling, goalpost arms, squeeze your shoulder blades behind. Lift that chin. Hands to the ceiling, lean out over that front leg. Up we go. Bring the hands down and face forward. That was quite a series, Revolved Crescent Lunge series. I love that series. Did I get anybody saying yay, Nikki? Did they like that series? All right. Now, the next one we're going to do, this is another little vinyasa flow. That was a little flow, right? And all a flow means is that we're adding some poses together. It's nothing fancy. It's just we're doing a couple of different poses and we're making them all together. So the first thing we're going to do is a warrior two pose. And we're going to take this right knee and we're going to open it. And this is going to be our leg position today. I know there's various ways that I do legs for warrior two, but this is the one we're going to do today. So if you'll notice, my upper body is kind of facing at a diagonal, isn't it? I want you to rotate the upper body to face me. Those abdominals are working, your sideways muscles are working, and we're going to bring those arms out to the side. There's our warrior two pose. We're going to go ahead and look over our right fingertips, and we'll flip our right palm to the ceiling. Now that hand is going to come up towards the ceiling as we reverse our warrior. Come up right to the midline of the body, and then a little bit more. Feel that sideways stretching. Does that feel okay? Come back to that warrior two, and we're going to go straight to a side angle pose. We're going to bend that right elbow, place that forearm on the thigh. The hand that's in the air, we're going to place that on our waist. See how I'm opening my heart? So in our side angle pose, we don't want to be here. We want to be opening up that heart. And let's go ahead and extend that arm out. Let's come back to that warrior two. We're going to do that again with an add-on. Ready? Reverse that warrior up and back. We should feel that sideways, really stretching here. Come back to that warrior two, back to that side angle pose. All right, now we're going to extend our side angle. I call this bicep by ear. Y'all see that, right? Bicep by ear. Okay, let's come back to that warrior two. Reverse that warrior up and back. This is our final add-on, and it's significant. So you've got to listen to your body and do what works for you. Are we ready? Side angle pose. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this wrist and we're going to drop it by our ankle. Now remember, don't twist. Keep that openness, right? Make those sideways muscles work. Now we're going to bring this hand bicep by ear. Do you want the final add-on? We're going to lift that bottom arm up. Oh, you feel it? For 3, 2, 1. Windmill back to that warrior two. Now squeeze the muscles against the bones in the arms. If I came and tried to pull your arm down, I couldn't. Squeeze those triceps. One more breath. Bring the hands down and bring that leg forward. How did that feel? We get to do it on the other side now. Are we ready? All right, bring that knee open. So remember, we've got our 90-degree legs, and then what are we going to do? We're going to rotate the upper body to face forward. Try to keep this knee from folding in. It tends to want to fold in. Make it stay open. Work that inner thigh. All right, so your ribs are facing me. Bring your arms up parallel to the mat. Shoulders are down. Look over your left fingertips. Flip the left palm to the ceiling. We're going to reverse our warrior up and back. Remember, try to reach up and touch that ceiling before you come past the midline of the body. We're going to come back to that warrior two, and we're going to come to that side angle pose. Back to our warrior two. Reverse our warrior up and back. We're going to come back to that side angle pose. All right. The next add-on is going to be that extended side angle. So I'm just bringing this bicep by that ear. Do y'all feel that? Should really feel a good stretch. Okay, let's move back to our warrior two. Let's reverse it again, just because it feels so good. Okay, now back to your warrior two. Move to your side angle. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop our wrist by our ankle first. Does that feel okay? Now we're going to bring that arm across for that extended side angle. Now that bottom hand is going to lift up for 3, 2, 1. Press into that warrior two. Squeeze the muscles against the bones in the arms. One more breath. Bring your hands down and face forward. Does that feel okay? I know that was a lot, wasn't it? We worked our sideways muscles. Let's do a little stretch for those sideways muscles. Let's extend our right leg out in front of us. This is a pyramid pose, but we're going to do with our to the side. So the knee that's bent is the arm we're going to use. We're going to extend it up towards the ceiling. Then what I want you to do is bring it out towards the front and then cross to the outer edge of that extended leg. So we're getting a good stretch into, I got to move a little forward in my chair. There we go, that's better. We're getting a good stretch in the back side of that leg, right? There's our pyramid pose, but we're also getting a little sideways stretch because that arm is out. All right, let's go ahead and roll up. Did y'all feel that? Let's do it again. Inhale, up we go. Exhale, out, and then cross. Up we go. Let's do one more. Inhale up, exhale out, and cross. That should feel pretty darn good. All right, let's go ahead and come up, bend that knee, and let's do the other side. We're going to extend that other leg out. So again, the knee that's bent is the hand we're going to use. Opposite arm extends up. You can hold the chair or you can have this hand on the thigh. Really doesn't matter. Extend up, 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 out, 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 and then cross to the outer edge of that extended leg. Y'all see what I'm doing there? It's out on this side of that leg. So that's going to give that sideways some stretch. Let's come up. Let's do that again. Up we go. Inhale. Exhale out and cross. One more time. Inhale, up we go. Exhale out and cross. And up we go. Okay, go ahead and Make sure you're stable on that chair, both feet on the floor. We're going to take our right, you can cross ankle to ankle. We're moving into pigeon pose. So you can do ankle to ankle if you like that. If it feels okay, I'm going to do ankle to knee. So if that feels okay, join me with ankle to knee. But remember, ankle to ankle is fine. So I'm going to hang out here for just a moment. All I'm doing is I'm letting this part of the body get just a little open, right? So I don't know if you felt it, but in that crescent lunge, when we were lifting and lowering, we had a lot of glute work. So this is a nice stretch for that area of the body. Let's lengthen through the spine, and then we're just going to let our heart begin to fall forward. So I'm going to tell you right now, you're like, gosh, Carol, look how low your heart goes. This is my third class that I've taught today. So see, I've got a little more range of motion than I might have had earlier this morning because I've taught a few classes today. All right, we're going to roll it up. And all I want you to do is just move that knee up and down a little bit. So we're giving that hip a little bit of openness. You feel that? Just a little movement in that hip joint. Okay, we're going to do that again. Nice long spine. I have one of the ladies that comes to regularly to my in-person classes, she coined this the thinker. All right, so the elbow's going to go on the knee and the chin's going to go on the fingers, and we're just going to press gently. Kind of does look like that sculpture, doesn't it? The thinker. I thought that was pretty clever. One more breath, and let's release that, and we're going to move that knee up and down again. Okay, and then there is another version. Again, these are not add-ons. These are just different. So if you like to do one of the other ones, it's fine. But our final version is arms up, arms out, and then we're just going to drop those hands down towards the floor. We have one more breath, and let's roll it up, and we're going to unravel that leg, and we're going to go to the other side. So remember, you've got the ankle-to-ankle version. Don't bring this leg in, though. Keep this leg out and make this ankle cross. You want to get some stretch here. Otherwise, you're going to be ankle to knee like me. And we just hang out here for a moment. It's just, I find that if I kind of let the bodies, all right, let's settle into what we're trying to make it do, it tends to then cooperate a little bit more. So we just hang out here for a moment. When you're ready, you can stay here. Otherwise, extend the spine long and begin to let that heart fall forward, right? Keeping the back flat will optimize the stretch. So I'm not looking down, I'm looking out and lengthening. That's always going to be help with that stretch a little bit better. All right, let's go ahead and come up, and we'll move our knee up and down for that little bit of hip movement. Does anybody want to do the thinker? Let's do it. Nice long spine, elbow to knee, chin to fingers, and press. One more breath. Let's release that and move that knee up and down. All right, we've got one more. Ready? Arms up, arms out. And then we're going to drop those hands down towards the floor. We have one more breath. All right, go ahead and roll it up, unravel your legs, sit back in your chair, and we're going to move into our Shavasana pose, which is our resting pose. Hands are resting lightly on the thighs. Flip the palms up to the ceiling. Close your eyes and just breathe your natural breath.
More gratitude. Gratitude never gets old. Indeed, it becomes even more beneficial with age. Every moment of gratitude strengthens your connection to abundance. It sharpens your comprehension of all the good you can do. Express your thanks, but don't consider it to be one and done. Be thankful again and again, spreading the goodness of gratitude into every corner of life. You'll often have occasion to call upon that goodness. The more time you've spent in thankfulness, the more readily available its goodness will be. Many of life's pursuits, even the most enjoyable ones, can eventually make you weary, but you'll never grow tired of gratitude. More gratitude is always a good thing. Today is a great day to remember that.
Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with your hands. Give the head a gentle tug. And release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach up with the left hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that right hand down towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open your mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. I really do appreciate it. So as always, for the live sessions, just remember that we have these streaming every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday throughout the month of January. Now, for those of you that are watching the recording of the class on YouTube, please subscribe. Check out our post sections that you can find the link to sign up and join future live stream classes this month, if you wish. And also, I encourage everybody to become a Bottoms Down Wellness community member. We really appreciate it. You just go to bottomsdown.com and you sign up, and it's all free. So, I guess with that, we'll open it up to questions. Did we have any questions today?
Well, we have one from our website previously,
Okay.
and it was a subscriber that said she has knee pain, and would like some guidance in what poses work best to help with that.
Okay, yeah. So this is actually a super common question. So thank you for posting that on the website and getting back to you on that one. But so here's the thing about knee pain. We want to strengthen the muscles that are around it. So one of the poses that we do that really helps with knees is chair pose. And remember, I don't know if you've been with me before, you'll know that often we'll start with hands on thighs that act like you're going to get out of the chair, but you don't. We are working our quadricep muscles, we're working our glute muscles, and we're working our abdominal muscles. So all of those muscles support the knees. I know, right? So, and that chair pose is one of those poses that's really great for that. And you don't ever have to even get up. You don't have to get up into chair, especially if your knees are really bothering you. Press into those legs, act like you're going to get up. Let's work on strengthening quads, glutes, and abdominals, which is what's going to help give those knees some support. And then, hopefully that with that support, those knees will lessen the pain. And obviously you're always going to want to talk to your doctor, right? I'm not trying to pretend to be a doctor. I'm not at all. I'm a fitness instructor, but I do know that those are some solutions to help with that.
So Deborah had raised her hand, and I believe I've given her permissions to speak. Deborah, want to try your mic?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
There we go. Hello.
Well, I do have a quick question. I just love the chair yoga. I've been doing it now for quite a long time with Carol. And my question, Carol, is, am I supposed to transition to yoga on the mat, or can I do chair yoga forever?
You can do chair yoga forever. I'll tell you, absolutely the only difference is we don't get up and down off the floor. I do every pose that we ever do on the mat. And it's maybe it looks a little different. Like today in my classes, we did Sphinx pose, right?
Mhm.
Well, you would think, okay, how do you do Sphinx in the chair? Well, I know how to do that, right? And so you don't ever have to do another mat yoga class if you don't want to. Now, if you like to get up and down out of the floor and you like that sensation, then that's wonderful. But I do chair yoga the rest of your life.
Okay.
I love it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're so welcome.
Okay.
Is that it?
Well, we haven't had that many. I think the afternoon is a hard sell for
Okay.
people to show up. So
That's all right. I totally understand. I did want to do one quick shout out, and I did this last time too, and I'll probably do it every class, so I apologize if I'm repeating myself. But we have a partnership with Ralph Marston, and his website is called greatday.com. And it is fabulous. And he's working with us, and he lets us use his meditations, and we are so appreciative. So, I'd love for you to give him some love and some kudos at greatday.com. And with that, I'm going to let you guys go, and I will see you next time.